I have to confess, I've got microphone envy. What are you working with from an audio-visual perspective? So not only your microphone and your headphones, but also the camera's looking pretty sharp. What have we got there?
Thanks. So the microphone is a Rode NT1A, which is more traditionally like a vocal mic. So when I'm not kind of working on websites and things, I do a bit of singing in a band and play guitar and things. That's running into a USB audio interface down on my desk, which does the preamp and sets levels and things. And then camera-wise, I've got a Canon 70D, which I'm running through OBS to kind of capture and output as a webcam feed.
Awesome. Man after your own heart, Will, there, I presume?
Yeah, absolutely. Similar? Pretty similar setup here, USB audio interface. I've got this Sennheiser dynamic mic rather than a big condenser. I didn't know we were going to be in competition, otherwise I would have brought something bigger. And I've also got a couple of DSLRs that I'm running through OBS as well.
Okay. So if you're not an audio nerd, however, if you're not the AV guy, as I am not, what are people working with? What are people recording off nowadays?
Yeah, I think a lot of people are using whatever they have. Pretty much any laptop, phone, tablet will have a camera, a mic, a speaker. It's like you can do a video call. You can join on a podcast recording. Some people have this year, as everyone's been working from home more, and suddenly had to do lots of sort of calls and presentations from home. Judging by how hard it is to get hold of things like webcams, USB microphones, all that sort of kit, a lot of people have been upgrading their home setups. But yeah, there's little things you can do that make a big difference. Things like we've all done, just plug in headphones, like any headphones. So you're not using a speaker that's in the room that's going to feed back into your mic. That instantly makes it easier to edit stuff and improves your quality, improves your sound quality. If you can get any sort of mic that can be closer to your mouth than your laptop is, that's a huge improvement in sound quality. You get a lot less echo, much clearer sound. And the other thing is, whatever camera you have in the room, like think about the light a little bit. Think about where the light's coming from. Make sure that there's not huge amounts of light behind you that's going to make you all silhouetted. Like I'm sitting here, my window ledge is right behind my cameras, so I know I've got sort of daylight shining onto my face. And just being slightly aware of that and where you're sitting in the room, that can make a huge difference.
Yeah. So I'm in my basement, so I do have a window over here, but I've got a light in front of me. Hopefully that looks pretty good, and it does light my face. And we've also got 2 cameras up as well, so we're experimenting with lots of different tech. So lots of moving parts now. But just how are people doing 2 cameras? I know you've been doing some work on like virtual videos. How are you finding that, say, just an ordinary people, I say ordinary people, professors, PhDs, thought leaders, people who are talking about their science, how are you coaching them through the process?
So in terms of the second camera, the easiest thing people can do is use their phone. If you've got a smartphone or a tablet, the chances are it's got the best camera that you own in it, unless you happen to have more cameras. So something that we're trying out is, as well as using the webcam for the video call, we're having people set up their phone as a second camera angle and just hitting record on that on the built-in video recorder, just so that there's a second angle which can make things look a bit more interesting. It's a better quality usually than the webcam that's built into your laptop or whatever you're using most of the time anyway. And also it's immune to internet dropouts. If there's any interruptions in the connection, obviously your phone's not transmitting that video over the internet, so it's we're going to have a clean file that's completely uninterrupted. It doesn't go grainy or anything, so we can collect up all those files afterwards and sync them up. And that's a really good way to get a sort of a high quality option that basically anyone can do.